Hello everybody, Ministorm here. Welcome back to Kerbal Space program. In the last episode, after finally getting the hydroponics module connected, started working on trying to connect the reactor to the base so that it actually supply power for all the parts, and realized that I didn't have all the parts that I needed, and also the hydroponics modules were going to need some additional supplies, some fertilizer and stuff. So, ran another mission to bring over those pieces that I need and those supplies, and also to kind of merge that with a structural component for the base. So, we got a new kind of connector module there, and all the stuff we need. So, everything's all hooked up and working, which is good. And so, we now need to start getting some functional components, some mechanical components to the base. We're going to need mining drills. We're going to need storage containers. We're going to need ISRU converters. So that sort of thing. And then storage containers for that. For all the various stuff we're going to be making. So, to that end, I think we're going to start working on a drill. Or mini drills. We might be running multiple drill types here. And I was starting to kind of look at this off screen a little bit. So we'll start over from scratch. And so the drills are, I think they're all in the utility section here. We have I'm not sure if these drills are specific or if they can gather everything we need. So I'm just going to throw a bunch of different drills. I might have to do more than one drilling platform, essentially, to bring over all the different drill types that we have. Just to make sure that, you know, I can hopefully gather all the resources we need. So, let's see how we're going to do this first. And I'd like to attach it to some sort of container system. So, I've got to find those containers. Logistics. Container tank. Xenon gas, argon gas, clean water, chemicals, mulch, LH2, liquid fuel, monopropellant, that's not, I don't think what we're really looking for right now. We need something that holds basically raw material. We have this 2.5 meter container tank. Substrate, minerals, carbonite, rare metals, exotic materials, metals, polymers, supplies, or machinery. Gypsum, dirt. The thing is, what I'm really thinking is I need a bunch of these. And this might be a tad too large for what we're going to do here. I need something just structural, just kind of a structural piece I can attach stuff to. And let's see, maybe these might work. Let's try this. And let's see. Drill-O-Matic mining excavator. There's this one. This takes 960 electric charge per second. Oh, that's a big boy there. All right, so what are we looking at? This is like this is like 6 of those. Warning, dangerous. You don't say. Now, we also have this regolith drill. It's the same size as that one. And we have this universal drill, which is the same size as those. I think what I might do, for these purposes here, we're going to use this type of drill, at least for this initial platform. We can always add on later with the bigger ones if that seems appropriate. So let's go ahead and figure out where these guys are going to get positioned, because I think this structural piece is going to work. Do what I needed to do. I just need to start lining these up so they are relatively symmetrical. Now, hopefully these all have the same mass. 1.25 tons, 1.25 tons, and 1.25 tons. Alright, so I need to put something on this side. Are there any other drills? Don't think there's any other types of drills. Trowel stack mining excavator. What is that? And now all of a sudden I can't. There it is. Okay, it's just a really small drill. All right. I like the idea of this universal drill. Alright, so we'll do 2 of the universal drills, we'll do the couple of these other ones, and see if that does what we need it to do. Now, what we're also going to start doing is slapping on some of these logistics containers. Ah, that's for carrying parts and stuff. Okay. Like, I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna need here. Let's see, is there anything I can throw in there? No. I said that was more useful than just a structural space. I know that we can do things with some other ones. Hold on. Let me start this over. What if I went with this one? I can do some stuff in here, like support, which carries electric charge and monopropellant. I don't really know what I would need the monopropellant for, but, you know, I could use it to refuel landers, and basically a giant pile of batteries would not necessarily be a bad thing. Let's see. Liquid fuel oxidizer, xenon, or LH2, lithium, argon. You know, let's go with this support. With the support here. And so, we'll then put those drills back on here. There we are. There's a drill. I want to go with 2 universal drills. Right. I'll have to make sure we put landing legs on here that are long enough so that the drills have enough room to do what they need to do. We'll get to that. Or we'll just elevate the drills. Alright, and then as far as those containers, metallic ore. Okay, that sounds good. Substrate, I don't know, minerals, maybe? Rare metals, exotic minerals, material kits, metals. Maybe just metals? I don't know. Polymers, supplies, ore. And we could just grab ore as well, because that can be converted into useful things. These are just intended to be kind of small holding containers. Uranite, substrate, minerals, carbonite, And I think these are actual kind of refined products here. Or machinery, recyclables, SP. I have no idea what that is. Specialized parts, okay. Fertilizer, no. Hydrates. Not sure we need that. Gypsum. Dirt. Silicates. Rock. Metallic ore. I don't even know if I have hydrates there. You know what? I'll just say dirt. This will be a proof of concept for seeing if any of this actually works. But actually, we could bring a few more. Now, we're going to need to do something about landing this. I guess we go with substrate. Go with that. I guess we'll go with the carbonite as well. We'll have to bring over a carbonite converter because we can convert that into stuff. And let's see, we were doing substrate? Substrates? Yeah, substrates. Rare metals. Sure, why not? Alright, so that's a bunch of different stuff that we can store. Now, I think that the drills are going to have to be elevated, actually. Retract the drills. Now, they are also going to have... heat that they are going to need to deal with. Deploy. Okay, that might be a little bit better. How much heat do these things produce? Optimum temp, let's see, required cooling, max cooling, we're talking about 100 kilowatts per drill. So, for thermals, we need to transfer at least 400 kilowatts. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. 250 kilowatts. Do we have anything that has better heat transfer than that? $150 on these. So 4 of them should work. Oh yeah. These are individually placed components. Alright, now I need some sort of landing system. Legs of some description. Landing legs. That is a fairly sizable leg. It would be long enough. Water intake liquid pump. Okay. I guess I can bring in liquid as well. Water. What other options do we have? Landing assembly. Oh, that's going to be nowhere near long enough. Super heavy duty landing leg. That's probably a bit overkill. Probably want something bigger than that. Oh yeah, and there's the question of, do we want this to move? That is a fairly decent question. And what kind of tires we want it to have? I think I demonstrated that the tracks don't tend to want to work correctly. Because, I mean, tracks would be great, right? If we could, like, throw tracks on here of some description, that would be kind of perfect. I think I would need another structural element. I wouldn't need to be very precise, but just being able to move somewhere would be nice. All right, let's try the tracks and let's see if that does what we needed to do, and hope that it works when we actually get there. No, no, no. I'm just kind of experimenting with these. Right, do I go with this? I could go with those. Alright, so this is going to be... ground mining drill. Save. Let's... well, first off, let's get some action groups set up. Let's go ahead and say... I want you to toggle the radiator. on group 2. On group 3. I want you to toggle the drill. Toggle drill. Toggle drill. Toggle drill. Toggle deployment. No. Toggle drill. I think that works. Alright, let's put it on the pad and let's see what it does. Oh, it has no way of controlling it. Right. Yeah, that would be an issue, wouldn't it? Well, that's easily remedied. Just slap that on there. There we go. Alright, so for some reason it auto-deployed that. Oh yeah, because it's automated is on. Oh well, that's fine. First off, let's see. Now, these tracks are actually working very well right now. Ooh. Let's go drive this over somewhere. Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. Revert flight to launch. This is just a test simulation, so reverting is fine. Oh, brakes. Wow. Okay. This thing seems to be somewhat top-heavy with those drills. Alright, that is going to be interesting. I'd like to get this out to some ground where I can actually test the drills. That's kind of what I'd like to do. You know, I wonder if we turn off the torque. That helps a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to have to be very, very careful with this thing. Now, it does have, like, no solar panels, so this thing can't recharge yet. No. If I just keep it slow... that brake force is... brakes limit. Yeah, I might need to, like... tone those brakes way down. Possibly even tone those motors way down. Huh. Set them both to 30. That might be a tad too slow, but... ooh, that's still... alright, that's fine. Okay, so... okay. Disable drill. Disable drill. I don't want to burn through all of our electric charge, just so. Deploy. Alright, did I actually pick up anything? I picked up a little bit of ore. I picked up a whole bunch of dirt. I picked up a little bit of substrate. Nothing on the exotic minerals. And a little tiny bit of metallic ore. Some minerals. Some carbonite. From just that little bit. So this is the regolith drill. I don't know if I have any... drill status disabled. Regolith concentration 0. So yeah, there's no regolith here. I don't even think I know if I have anything that will store regolith. Universal drill. Drill enabled false. Activate drill. That burns through the electric charge really quick. But this is showing that it is picking up what I need. There's probably nothing here for this to pick up. Metallic ore, tiny amounts. Dirt's full, substrate, got a little bit. Ore got a little bit. Nothing here. Okay, so those universal drills aren't doing what I think they need to do. Good. Good. All right. Cover the vessel. Now it just needs some sort of self-power generation. And I don't even know about heat. It didn't shut down due to heat. It shut down due to not having any electricity. So I think we're fine for heat. And the question is going to be, do I want those radiators pointing out horizontally, or do I want them going vertically like I have on the reactor? I think horizontal's kind of where I need to be. Now, I need a way of landing this thing. How heavy is it? 13 tons, give or take. All right. Got a lot of monopropellant on board. Okay, so throw some solar panels on here. All right. Engines. Could I use some monopropellant based engines? That might work. An orbital maneuvering engine. What is your ISP? 325 in a vacuum. That's not terrible. These are 337 in a vacuum, but that's a bit more engine than I'm looking for. All right. So I would need to position them. Oh, first off, we need to make sure that these guys are not automated. Okay. $250 in a vacuum. That's not really what I'm looking for. That could work. All right, first things first, I need to decouple. And then I need a big monopropellant engine, or fuel tank of some description, like something like that. Start with. The problem is we have a lot of horizontal space that I need to work with. I need to get it out past these drills. And those don't quite get there. Let's see, if I made this a 3.75 meter monopropellant tank. Would these stack decouplers work? Or stack... That might. Let's put the engines on there that I'm intending to use. These engines. Ah, they still bump. They still bump in there. Delta V is good. Thrust to weight is very good. As much as I'd like to use a standard tank, I think we're going to have to go with a procedural one. Procedural liquid, no, procedural monopropellant? RCS tank, there we go. Okay, so legacy textures. It doesn't matter. That'll do. All right. Shape, cylinder, that's fine. Actually, if I did a cone, bottom there, top. We went out to 5 meters. Oh boy, this is going to be a very large. All right, length. That will do. All right. Cylinder diameter 5 meters. That's a lot of RCS. Okay, structural. Let's get my radial adapters on there. Actually, this. And then our engines. Get those engine bells out where we need them. 2,000 meters per second delta V. 9.97 thrust to weight. That all works. Now, you are going to need your own control and power. And it's also going to need its own solar panels. Let's see, should I do... That's way more solar panel than I think I'm gonna need. Yeah, that's way more. Circular arrays. We just need something that will produce enough. Those will do. Those will definitely do. All right. Now, we're going to have to fit this in a fairing and put it on top of a rocket. All right. Now, this is going to be, like, way beyond... Like, it's even beyond 7 meters in diameter, so... Thing is, we don't really have... much that big here, so... Alright, that gets me out to 3.75. Oh, right, and, this is all going to need its own control as well. Then there should be a structural adapter to get me out to 5 meters. And we're going to just put a payload fairing on there. There's a 7.5 meter fairing. And even that. That will require all kinds of procedural. Let's see. Let's just see if a 5 meter will work. I mean, it should. See, did that get out and be wide enough? It did. Okay. There's our fairing. I want that on clamshell deploy with improved ejection force. Good. So upper stage needs to get it through lunar injection and circularization. So we're going to stick a big old 5 meter tank on there. And I think we are also going to go with... I need to probably put some reaction control on there. Yeah, that'd be good, I think. Alright, what are we looking at? 2,700 meters per second. Delta V. That would get the job done. Just a moment. I need to get... reaction wheel installed. And let's just make sure that that is not going to cause any problems with the fairing. Doesn't look like it. Okay, good. these reaction wheels. I'm going to put... I'm going to put several of them on here. Alright, and this upper stage is going to get... large solar panels. There we go. And actually, you know what? I am going to go ahead and throw some of these relay antennas on there, as I've been doing, in the hopes that I will be able to continue to utilize this upper stage for multiple purposes. All right, now get the rest of this on. Oh, it's actually clipping. Alright, let's switch this back over to carbon because we need to know what our thrust weights are going to be. Alright. 1925 meters per second in this. I need to get that closer to 3,000 in the first stage. So no solid boosters or liquid boosters? There's the question. Could throw these on. $2,400. And why is this, like, not looking like it actually is doing anything? Okay. Let's see. If I went to 4 of those... that gets me up to 1.8. 1.8 gets me up to around 3,000 meters per second at delta V on that initial stage. That is what I'm looking for. All right. Just make sure the staging is right for those. And then, you see, what if I just blasted all of them on the first stage? It doesn't seem like it wants to work correctly. Why? But fine. Those four, then the center. And then that should get the upper stage to orbit or very close to it. And then the upper stage should be able to do all of its maneuvers to get to the moon. And this guy should do what it needs to do to get landed. Alright. Excellent. Give it some launch clamps. Save it. Actually, let me... Before we do that, let me get in here. Brakes limit. I'm gonna put those way down. Motor limit. Give me like 40%. Good. Good, good. Alright. Save that. And let's get it over there. At least let's get it launched anyway. Let's get it launched. Probably all I'm actually going to have time to do today is get this thing in orbit, and then what I might do off screen a bit is try to get it down on the ground, and then we'll get it all hooked up. And the one thing about this is it's not actually bringing any parts over. It shouldn't really need to, because we should have everything we need already there. Alright, and I am going to do the automated launch, because I did a manual launch last time, but today we're going to do the automated ascent. I want to actually bring this up to 110 kilometers. Again, let's just double check staging. Good. 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 We do not want that on the same stage. And that should really be there. Depart that, depart that, depart that. Okay, good. Good, good. All right. And make sure that the nav ball looks right, so that we're controlling it from the right orientation. I don't think that there is any way that we would be controlling it from the wrong orientation, but you never know. And let's punch it. Hoping is that we're not going to need fins on that center stage there. All right, we're approaching booster separation. In 6 seconds. There they go. Well, and this actually reminds me, is that if you haven't seen it yet, really should go watch the high altitude flight test that SpaceX just did with the Starship prototype. That was pretty wild. Didn't quite stick the landing, but pretty awesome all around. Right. Yep, definitely. This booster's not gonna get us into orbit, which is fine, but it should get us close to it. Our final orbital injection burn is gonna need the upper stage for a little bit. Right, and as usual, as soon as we break 70 kilometers, get rid of the fairing. All right, and then we'll do our orbital insertion here in just a minute. All right, there's orbital insertion. Actually, let's go ahead and do our lunar transfer. Or lunar transfer. $173 kilometers. $254 kilometers. That should work. All right, execute the node. 1700. Yeah, this thing's gonna have tons of delta V. All right. All right, this could probably do a interplanetary transfer if it needed to. All right, let's warp out there. And we'll get ourselves circularized. And then we'll probably call it a day there. Circularize at the periapsis. Check everybody's supplies. Make sure everybody's good. Yep. We're good. I do need to get the ballista. Undocked from the Kerbal 1 station. It's got everything there that it needs. Need to check all the various science labs and make sure that all the science gets transferred. They probably have a little bit built up by this point. But again, that's something I'll probably take care of off screen. All right, there we are. And we'll get ready for separation. And then I'll go ahead and park this guy into an orbit somewhere. Probably do another polar orbit. Very high altitude. Kind of similar to these. And that should help us with our relays. And a bunch of these probably I can just go ahead and get rid of if they're not proper. But we'll see. A little bit of cleanup. Actually, let me go ahead and switch over to the Kerbal 1 station just before we end for the day. This is going to take a minute. All right, there we are. All right, tanks are all full. These tanks are not. Now, I thought I brought up some ore. I did, but we don't appear to be converting it. Come on. Come over here. Start the lithium processing, please. Oh, were we, I think I was converting monopropellant. Yes, I have filled all the monopropellant. Right. Alright, so you can... Yeah, stop the monopropellant. We don't need that anymore. All the monopropellant's been refilled, and now we just need to convert what ore is left into lithium. And I'll also go ahead and start converting it into fertilizer as well. So we should start seeing some fertilizer show up. Alright, those tanks are full. These are the tanks that need to get refilled. Alright, but while we're over here, mobile processing lab, only 6.6, but you know, go ahead and transmit the science. Because every point counts. Over here, you have 229 science. Go ahead and transmit that. We have lots of data available. Do I still have stored data? I do. Okay. I see these reactors are cold. Well, they're off. They're not exactly cold, but, you know. We're using all these radiators here to try to bleed off as much heat as we can. Because I would like to get... Yeah, I actually do need to leave these here because I need to get the depleted fuel transported out, and then I need to run it through my centrifugal whirligig nuclear reprocessor to get that done. Transfer waste. Okay, well, we actually got the fuel transferred. It seems to be cool enough now. Alright. Let's go ahead and transfer waste. Okay, transfer waste. There. Alright, and then I go ahead, and what do we want to do? Start reprocessing. There should still be plenty of radiator capacity. Especially with these reactors off. And is this reactor off? Yeah, that reactor's off. That reactor's off. Alright, good. All right, so yeah, it's reprocessing. Good. So I think with that, we still have some depleted fuel we need to reprocess. Transfer fuel to that reactor there. I need you to transfer fuel to that reactor there. Yep. Get the depleted. Reprocess, transfer back into the fuel drums. And yeah, then the ballista. We pretty much are ready to go out on another mission, and except for the fact that it still has tons and tons of data to process through, but you know, that can be done. All right, but we'll stop here for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.